Have you ever felt a place calling to you, not with noise but with a quiet whisper? Some towns don't shout for your attention, instead they wait patiently, their stories lingering in the air, hoping someone will listen. There's a certain magic in these places, a sense that time moves differently, and that if you pause long enough you might just hear the echoes of the past blending with the present. Tucked away in southern Nevada, where the endless desert sands meet the winding Colorado River, lies Laughlin, a town with a story as deep and winding as the river itself. Here, the landscape is both harsh and beautiful, shaped by sun, wind, and water, and the people who call it home have learned to thrive in this unique meeting of elements. Overshadowed by the bright lights and constant buzz of Las Vegas, Laughlin's charm is quieter, more soulful, and deeply rooted in its people. It's a place where neighbors greet each other by name and where every street corner holds a memory. The town's spirit is woven into the fabric of daily life, from the laughter of families to the stories shared over coffee in local diners. Today we'll peel back the neon and nostalgia to reveal the real Laughlin, a story of big dreams, tough times, and a community's resilience. Beyond the flashing lights, there's a history of hope and hardship, of people who built something lasting in the face of uncertainty. This isn't just about casinos, it's about the spirit of a place that's weathered every storm. Through economic ups and downs, floods, and the relentless desert sun, Laughlin's people have always found a way to come together, to support one another, and to keep their town alive. So come with me. Let's get lost in the real Laughlin and discover why the best places are often the ones waiting quietly to be found. There's a beauty here that reveals itself slowly, in the golden light of evening, in the gentle flow of the river, and in the warmth of a welcoming smile. Our adventure begins on the banks of the Colorado, where past and present flow together. Here, every ripple in the water tells a story, and every sunset promises a new beginning. This is Laughlin's story, one of survival, community, and the enduring magic found off the beaten path. In this forgotten town, the whispers of history are never far away, inviting us to listen, to explore, and to remember that sometimes the quietest places have the most to say. Every town has a beginning, a moment when possibility hangs in the air and the future is unwritten. For Laughlin, Nevada, that moment was quiet, almost unnoticeable, a spark in the desert waiting to catch fire. And Laughlin's story began with one man's vision and determination. Don Laughlin, a gambler and entrepreneur, saw something in the dusty remains of a forgotten mining camp that others had overlooked. In the 1960s, Don Laughlin took a chance. He bought a small, rundown motel and bar perched on the banks of the Colorado River. It was a gamble in every sense, but Don believed in the power of location and the promise of the river. He dreamed of creating a friendly, affordable alternative to the glitz and high prices of Las Vegas. For a while, his dream flourished. People flocked to Laughlin for its welcoming atmosphere, low-cost rooms, and riverside fun. The 1980s and 90s were Laughlin's golden age. New casinos sprang up along the river, neon signs lit up the night, and the Riverwalk buzzed with excitement. Tourists arrived by the busload, eager to try their luck and soak up the sun. It became a sun-soaked getaway for retirees, families, and anyone seeking fun without the crowds or costs of Vegas. The river offered boating, fishing, and a cool escape from the desert heat, while the casinos provided endless entertainment. For many, Laughlin was a place to make memories, family vacations, weekend escapes, and celebrations that lingered long after the trip was over. But as the years passed, the boom faded. Tribal casinos opened in neighboring Arizona and California, drawing away visitors who once filled Laughlin's hotels and casinos. The competition was fierce, and Laughlin struggled to keep up. Growth slowed, and the town entered a quieter, more uncertain era. Once busy streets and casino floors became quieter, and the energy that once defined Laughlin seemed to fade. Today, the grand hotels still stand along the river, their lights reflecting on the water. The Colorado still flows, but the crowds are smaller, and a sense of nostalgia lingers in the air. Laughlin is caught between its celebrated past and an unknown future, balancing memories of its heyday with the challenges of today. Yet it remains a place of beauty and quiet resilience. The river, the desert, and the people who call Laughlin home continue to endure, adapting to change and holding on to hope. The story of Laughlin is a living history of the American West's boom and bust cycle, a reminder that fortunes can rise and fall, but the spirit of a place can endure. It's a testament to perseverance, to the people who stay and keep the town alive, even when the odds seem long. And it's far from over. As the sun rises over the Colorado, Laughlin's story continues, waiting for the next chapter to unfold. The true heart of Laughlin beats beyond the slot machines. To understand this town, step outside, take a water taxi along the Colorado for a unique view and a cool breeze, stroll the scenic Riverwalk, where the pace slows and the desert sunset paints the sky. Inside the casinos, discover vintage car collections, a nostalgic nod to the golden age of road trips. Evenings bring tribute bands, comedy, and live music in intimate showrooms. Laughlin's charm is in its simplicity. Outdoor beauty, accessible entertainment, and a relaxed rhythm. Here you don't need glitz to have a memorable time. The real magic is in the experience, and it's all waiting for you. To truly know a place, you have to listen to its people, their laughter, their struggles, their dreams. In the heart of Laughlin, Nevada, every face tells a story, and every story weaves together the fabric of this unique desert town. Brenda, a retired blackjack dealer, remembers Laughlin's heyday with a fondness that lights up her eyes. She recalls the packed casinos, the clatter of chips, and the excitement that filled the air. But it wasn't just about the games, it was about the people. Potlucks by the river, neighbors gathering for barbecues, and a sense of family that made even newcomers feel at home. We worked hard, played hard, and looked out for each other, Brenda says, her voice warm with nostalgia. That spirit is still here. It's what keeps us going, even when times get tough. We celebrate together, we grieve together, and we always find a way to help each other out. Marco, a young jet ski rental owner, sees a different side of Laughlin. For him, the river is more than just a backdrop, it's a way of life. It's not easy, but there's freedom here you don't find in the big city, he explains. You can build something of your own, and you're surrounded by people who want to see you succeed. Marco is part of a new generation, one that's adapting to change and finding creative ways to keep Laughlin's spirit alive. Young entrepreneurs are opening new businesses, bringing fresh energy to the town, and blending tradition with innovation. They're determined to honor the past while building a future that's bright and inclusive. We can't just be a casino town anymore, Marco says. We're a river town, a nature town. People come for the casinos, but they fall in love with the river, the desert trails, and the sense of adventure you find here. There's so much more to Laughlin than meets the eye. These voices, full of memory, hope, and resilience, are Laughlin's true soul. Each story, whether whispered over coffee or shared at a family gathering, adds another layer to the town's rich tapestry. The foundation of Laughlin isn't just its casinos or its riverfront views, it's the people. Resilient, hopeful, and deeply connected, they form a community that stands strong through every challenge. Whether it's coming together for a community event or lending a hand to a neighbor in need, the spirit of togetherness runs deep. Their stories reveal a community that adapts, survives, and believes in its future. From families who have lived here for generations to newcomers finding their place, everyone contributes to the evolving story of Laughlin. Laughlin's heart beats in every shared memory and every new dream. Old photographs and cherished keepsakes remind us of where we've been, while the hopes of today's residents point toward where we're going. It's a place defined not by its buildings or its skyline, but by those who call it home. The diversity of its residents, their kindness, and their determination make Laughlin truly special. And their stories, full of love, laughter, and perseverance, are what make this town unforgettable. Each day, new memories are made, and the legacy of Laughlin grows richer. This is the real Laughlin, a place where the past and future meet, and where every heart has a story worth telling. The Colorado River is Laughlin's lifeblood, a shimmering ribbon through the desert. Whether you're boating, kayaking, or just sitting on its banks, the river sets the town's gentle pace. Beyond the casinos, the desert landscape stuns with silent canyons, colorful mountains, and endless trails. At Davis Dam, you'll find panoramic views and a sense of tranquility, a reminder of the power and peace that define Laughlin. Here, nature and community are inseparable. You can hike a canyon in the morning and stroll the lively Riverwalk by afternoon. This balance of excitement and serenity is Laughlin's greatest asset. The river and desert aren't just a backdrop, they're the heart of the town's identity. And they're what make Laughlin truly special. Laughlin has faced its share of challenges: economic downturns, aging resorts, and a changing job market. The crowds are smaller, and the future is uncertain. Many families have had to adapt, finding new work or moving on. But what defines Laughlin isn't struggle, it's strength. There's a fierce pride here, a refusal to give up. Residents support each other, local businesses, and the unique spirit of their town. This resilience is visible everywhere, in a friendly greeting, a passionate business owner, a community event. Laughlin's unbreakable core is its people. They've weathered every storm, and they're not done yet. What makes Laughlin special? Its people. From the moment you arrive, you feel genuine warmth and small-town hospitality. Local events, parades, car shows, the river run, bring everyone together, forging strong traditions. Shared history and experience create a powerful sense of solidarity. Residents have seen their town at its best and stood by it through challenges. This creates empathy and an unbreakable bond. Laughlin's spirit is one of resilience, kindness, and loyalty. Here, a town is more than buildings, it's a collection of human hearts. And in Laughlin, that heart beats strong. Why visit Laughlin? Because it offers something rare, a chance to truly connect. Here you can disconnect from the noise and reconnect with yourself, nature, and a welcoming community. Tired of crowded, overpriced destinations? Laughlin is authentic, affordable, and personal. Enjoy riverside strolls, jet ski rides, and classic dinner shows at your own pace. Your visit supports local businesses and helps keep this unique town alive. Laughlin is a place that surprises you. You might come for the casinos, but you'll leave with memories of sunsets and friendly conversations. It's a town that gets into your heart. The best travel experiences are often the ones we least expect, so pack your bags, bring your curiosity, and discover the hidden gem of the Colorado River. Laughlin is waiting. In a world obsessed with the biggest and loudest, it's easy to overlook quiet gems like Laughlin. These towns are the soul of travel, rich in history, real people, and stories worth hearing. They remind us of the beauty and simplicity and the strength and resilience. Laughlin's story is still being written, and you can be part of it. By visiting, listening, and sharing, you help shine a light on this special place. Next time you plan a trip, think of Laughlin. The whisper of the wind, the flow of the river, the warmth of its people. Go and discover its hidden reality for yourself. The best places to love are often the ones that need our love the most. And they give back more than we could ever imagine.